Phoenix. Welcome to the first ever episode of The Real Show. I'm your host Delgo, and who we are just a bunch of movie fans who can't stop talking about movies, and we just want to include you, the viewers, into our conversation. And what we're starting off with today is the review of the movie Fury by David Ayer. Joining me today is my co-host as well, one of our realists, Zul. Say something.
Something.
Also, as a special guest for our first ever episode is Rano Iskandar.
Hey, thank you, Del, for inviting me. Now it's a bit weird, right?
Yeah.
Used to be, I guess, co-host on my SoundCloud,
Popcorn
Popcorn
panel.
panel, and now I'm a guest.
Yeah. But yes, thanks for spending time with us and coming on our show, this inaugural episode, and we're really excited to kick things off. So we're gonna go straight into the review of Fury. Now, before we talk about it, do you guys have any expectations before you go in? Like when I saw the trailers, right? It got me excited because of the cast, number one. Not so much of David Ayer, but because we have Brad Pitt, we have Logan Lerman, we've got even Shia LaBeouf, who has been sketchy for the past year or so.
Sketchy because of Transformers?
Not because of Transformers, but because of something personal that, you know, all the
yeah.
things that happened in his life. But then I've always thought that he is a very competent actor. So seeing him in this one together with Michael Pena and John Bernthal, that's the cast that got me really excited.
More excited than Monuments Men?
More.
They had a good cast as well, right?
That's a very good cast. That's a very good question. But because of what the the subject matter of the movie is, and it's about a tank, which I have not seen in a war movie before. That's what got me excited. And what about you, Joe?
For me, I think. Well, okay. To be honest, I only watched the trailer recently, right?
Yeah, sure.
So, trying to put the word Fury into a whole movie, trying to figure out what the movie was all about. Only then, when I started reading up about it, it was actually about a tank. So that really actually pulled me in to watch this movie itself. But of course, star-studded lineup. You know, Brad Pitt. Come on, who's not gonna watch a movie about Brad Pitt?
And he's been doing a lot of World War II movies.
Exactly. That's why. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about what is the standout thing that, for you in this movie, Rano? Something that stood out.
Well,
that caught your attention.
nothing that really sticks to my mind, but a lot of scenes were well executed. Maybe I wouldn't say there's not many that would really remain in my head, but most of the time when I think the direction by David Ayer, is it? Ayer. How he depicts the gore shows a lot of violence that happened before.
Right.
Like, okay, this movie. Okay, we're gonna spoil, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Alright. Sorry. For our viewers' sake, if you have not watched this movie,
Too late now.
Yeah, we're gonna.
come back after you've watched it, because this is going to be a spoiler-filled review, because we want to go in depth into the scenes so that we can really break it down and then really discuss in detail what happened in the movie. So if you have not watched this movie, come back to us after you've watched it.
Yeah.
So, okay, you want to spoil something, Rano?
There's one scene that I like. I think we just remember this guy. He had to clean up the tank.
Oh.
And he saw.
Spot on.
The thing is, I didn't know what it was in the beginning. Like they had sort of like a quick tease of a skin.
Yeah.
But then
It's part of a face.
Yeah. Then they went back again. They went and
Yeah.
reshoot, and it was actually partial skin
Yeah.
for
Part of
someone's
And,
yeah,
and
someone's face.
the eyeball was still there.
I was still there, and the thing is, like, then why I say it's so violent, because then you can imagine what actually happened to them.
That's
How,
right.
how they end up being faceless
Yep.
and being killed.
Yep.
And that goal itself. Maybe that's why it had such a R rating,
Yeah.
R-rated movie.
For me, talking about how gory it is, the thing that stood out for me most, that kind of stick in my head, was when the tanks one after another, they rolled over a body that was squished.
The corpse.
That was all.
The corpse, yeah. And you can tell that you can't even see anything left because the tank kept going over and over. That was, but you know, David Ayer, he didn't make it into a gratuitous kind of gore scenes. All these things happened because he wanted to show how violent the war is.
I think I'm going to take both your points here. When you talked about gore, right? I think he really did a good job of putting us into that situation, into that whole 1945, 1945, where we don't know how it feels like, but when we watch the whole scenes, to watch all the gore, like all the headshots, you know, all that hot fire bullet, just, you know, dismembering every part of the body and everything. You actually feel like you're there, you know, from all that. So it's just the shooting of the film and everything. It's different. It's very different. I think it's probably one of the first type of movies I watched with all this dismemberment.
Oh, really? You have not seen Rambo Part 5?
Oh yeah, okay.
No, Part 5.
Rambo 4.
Yeah, Part 4.
Okay, that's too much. Yeah, that was too much.
That is gratuitous gore.
That was tasteless.
That is Hollywood commercial movie.
Come on, to see Stallone, one hand.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think one part that I like that is kind of original, because I never seen this in a lot of war movies. I think remember there's one scene that one guy was burned alive, and he took the gun and he shot himself. Like, oh, I never seen that kind of way of.
Funny, funny how we talked about that just now.
Yeah.
He actually wanted that.
He remembered it.
He remembered that. He wasn't even there when we talked about it.
Yeah, so I thought that scene is like
that was original.
Caught me off guard because you know you've seen a lot of war movies. You see how like example the tank running over the bodies. I mean that is maybe something that is predictable. Yeah. But to be shown how the execution of how they actually take it, make it very I don't know.
I think cinematography, the whole thing.
Cinematography. But the idea of him killing himself,
not
to be tortured.
But yeah, that one is.
And and there's one funny line though. The guy was saying like, "Oh, you should have burned him alive."
Oh, yeah. Let them burn.
Let them burn.
Let them burn.
that was funny.
Yeah, but then you see that when he was on fire and then he shot himself, that kind of stirred you mentally. But what got us, the audience, emotionally, and what David Ayer did so well with Logan Lerman was that, you know, when Brad Pitt asked Logan Lerman to kill one of the Nazis, and he didn't want to, and he said, "Kill me instead. I'd rather die than do this." And that is why I thought Logan Lerman's performance here was, I think, his best. He was the connection for the movie and for the audience. He's the link in between because he's the one who is the innocent and the one with his humanity is still intact because he's young, he's never been in war, and then he helped to build that bridge for the audience because we are the ones who also have never been in that kind of situation, and his performance sold humanity to us because we can then relate into the movie, like what you said, how we are brought into the movie.
I mean, okay, you know, you say that now, right? But in the following scenes after, it was so fast for him to start shooting the Nazis down,
well,
right?
Yes,
yeah,
so it's only a 2 hour movie,
come
right?
on.
Yeah, because
all of a sudden, oh no, I don't want to shoot people, and up, you're gonna die, Nazi.
Yeah. Well, his first love or something, he got killed and then he got pissed off.
I guess.
But did you guys notice the way the special effects for the not gunfire but the like bazookas and the tanks? You know, when they shot each other, they used like lightsabers in special effects. Did you notice? Like, when the bad guys, I did.
No, don't you?
When the bad guy started shooting, it's the green lightsabers coming out. When the good guys start shooting, it's the red lightsabers. It's kind of like opposite.
I can't believe he just did that.
I did. I just went there.
Oh my god, he did. Okay.
Okay. What are the things that weren't so good for you, Rano?
I predicted the movie.
Yeah, it's quite predictable. Even when let me stop you. Even when we're talking about predictability, right? When you first met Logan Lerman's character,
I
Did
knew
you not know that he's the
because-
one who's gonna survive,
He's
right?
gonna survive. He's like,
Given.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
I was betting with my friend, and I thought that Brad Pitt's gonna die.
Oh, definitely.
He's definitely gonna die, but there's gonna be one survivor.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
And I knew that there was one that he's gonna escape down the hatch. He's
Oh,
escaped down the hatch.
you know about the hatch?
No, that was a given. Every tank has a.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's how you
I
go
didn't,
on.
I didn't think about it.
Oh, yeah.
But there's one scene that the scene in the house where it came one of the towns where they met the two ladies.
Yeah.
That I couldn't figure out why.
Why the shot was there, right? What the sequence?
What shot was that? And then the thing is, why didn't he? Because he was so filled up with anger against the Nazis, right? And why didn't they were being so favoritism, with the two ladies.
Well, that's the thing, you see. We're going back to the subject of humanity again,
Yeah.
because even in war, every one of the soldiers was still clinging on to their humanity. They don't want to lose
Exactly.
themselves as a human being. And those ladies there and those who surrendered, they're still human beings as well. And especially the last scene where Logan Lerman was hiding, and then a young German soldier came and saw him and let him go, let him live, because that was Logan Lerman before he became a Nazi killing guy.
also, So I think going back to the whole town thing again.
Yeah.
I think they did that scene because if you look at how the movie progressed with Brad Pitt, he showed his cruel, heartless
Yes.
side, but when he's alone,
Yeah.
he shows the more sensitive.
Yeah.
Okay,
The human
there's,
side.
okay, there's one scene that actually a few scenes, but they didn't really
A lot of
explore into
scenes.
this because there's one time Brad Pitt in the beginning of the movie where he became so
Human.
commanding.
Yeah.
He showed it a lot in front of people, but then he was a scene where he smoked and he was alone, and then he just
Broke down and
he
cried.
just broke down.
Yeah.
Because that was because he was crying because his member,
His
team
member,
member,
his member.
yeah, the one
Yeah.
that half face.
Yeah, half-face, yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, and what I really liked about Brad Pitt's performance is that he commands the scene. Every scene he's in, he commands your attention, your focus.
It's Brad Pitt. Right?
It's Brad Pitt,
And
but he
Troy.
also but he also commands the attention of his troops. Remember the dining table?
Yeah, night table. Yeah.
When he stood up, everyone was silent. Even the cinema, everyone was silent. You could hear a pin drop in the cinema.
when he was banging on the table.
Yeah, he banged on the
Trying
table,
to
he
get the
spit
point.
out, and then
banging
he
his
was.
head on the table, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
What
Nothing. Anything going on? Um,
Anything else that you didn't like about the movie? I know you said something about the.
Okay, here we go.
Alright.
All right. If you're gonna have a good start of the movie, you gotta have a good end to the movie as well. Now, I talked about this with Del before, but I'm gonna bring it up again. The way the movie ended. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. What's his name again? Logan survived the whole.
Yeah.
The crossroad,
Yeah.
just confrontation and everything. All we get as the audience is, hey, you're a hero.
Yeah.
And the camera starts zooming out. That's it. Really?
I was zooming out
Huh?
all the.
No, that's like it's like a cliffhanger. It's like selling the movie too short. I mean, they should have maybe told a bit like, hey, because of their actions, the U.S. Because the whole army blah blah survived this whole massacre and everything thanks to maybe I'm old-fashioned and whatnot, right?
Yeah, but it's because of David Ayer's writing skill, which I have always found problems with his movies, the way he wrote things. It can get very simplistic. He doesn't have like a vision of what is the bigger picture for the characters. Sure, the bigger picture for the whole movie is that the Americans want to win the war against the Germans. But what is the bigger picture for the individual characters? You like what you said. Is that it for Logan Lerman? He's just we don't get to see how he developed as a character or what.
Well, I mean,
future for him.
we don't need to see his future.
Right.
Just the way they ended it, maybe a little small paragraph,
Sure.
saying,
because the whole movie doesn't talk about what they're there for.
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But then that zoom out.
No, yeah, but then I mean,
Just zooming out was killing
No,
me.
man.
It was killing me. No, I
Zoom
wanted to fast forward it. I wanted it to look like Google Map. When you zoom out on the Google Map, it really zooms out so you can actually see the damage that
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
but we did see what I really appreciated was that we did see the damage around the tank, how many people died, and then I started to think back. You know, every individual action by the team inside the tank caused all those damage, and they killed so many Nazis just by being there, just deciding to be there. So that's why I thought it was.
Okay, well,
I really like the ending.
What kind of ending would you like prefer then?
Okay, the ending's okay. Yeah. If they,
Narrative.
yeah. Let me. If I was to direct this whole damn thing, right? When they zoom out, okay, you know they shot the truck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they zoom out to where the truck was, so you can actually
See.
see the area of damage.
They ran out of budget.
Hey, don't you dare say such
Oh,
things,
because they ran out of
right?
time. Okay.
Well, if they fast forwarded the ending, it would have been more epic.
But then the last shot of Logan Lerman in the truck, when we see him from outside the truck window, and then you can see the reflection of the tank, and he's the last survivor. That got me, man. That really got me.
Did you tear?
No, I didn't.
Okay, just asking.
Okay. The thing is, this movie, right? I felt that there's not many tearful moments compared to other movies that I've watched. Okay, the good thing about this movie for me is maybe I came to this movie without any expectations. I didn't even watch the trailer. All I knew that Brad Pitt was featured in it, and that's it. So sometimes it's good
Yeah.
to go in without any prior knowledge to the movie,
Yeah.
to the movie, and that's why maybe I came out more than just satisfied.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think.
Okay, what about the movies? Are you gonna compare?
Oh, you want to compare with?
I don't know. Other war movies.
Yeah. We were talking
maybe-
about this in the beginning, and we said comparing to what's the most epic war movie for us, and mine is Saving Private Ryan and The Dirty Dozen, and I thought Saving Private Ryan is still the best for me. The way it was Steven Spielberg who first.
Why are you?
Why are you not?
I'm listening. I'm listening to this movie.
Steven Spielberg was the first director to really show the horror and the chaos of war with Saving Private Ryan to me, because no other war movies that I watched before that was featured that way. What about Rano?
Mine would be Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Basterds,
Yeah,
because of all the
because of Brad Pitt.
not Brad Pitt, but because of the script. I
Yeah.
think the script, there's not much what I would say violence compared to other war movies, but I think it's the storytelling
Mm-hmm.
was, and I just found out that it was actually a remake
Yeah.
of a 1978 movie, and the other movie would be, can't really think of. There's a lot of good movies, but I actually kind of like Behind Enemy Lines.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson and Jim Hackman.
Yeah.
But I know it's a bit far-fetched movie. It's a kind of a
Yeah.
Hollywood kind of movie because the
Yeah.
ending is pretty predictable as well. And yeah, but it's a popcorn movie. I mean, for me,
Yeah.
Behind Enemy Lines is a popcorn movie, but Inglourious Basterds it's another level higher.
What about you, Zoom?
Sorry, I have to bring the level down. You know, to cast Robert Downey Jr. as a African American.
That movie. Yeah.
Tropic Thunder. No. I mean,
That's epic.
that's epic on its own category.
Yeah,
right?
its own.
But fine. To be more serious about this, I think Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like for me, you know, base it on something, on an actual true event itself. You know, I mean, I'm the type that actually likes to watch these type of movies, and yeah, I think Black Hawk Down.
That's Josh Hartnett, right?
What about this other movie?
Matt Damon and Josh Hartnett, wasn't it?
Josh Hartnett.
Yeah, Josh Hartnett. Yeah, Josh Hartnett.
I don't know.
Where is Josh Hartnett anyway?
What happened to him?
You know, you should go back to his romantic movies. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
He was in Pearl
40
Harbor,
Nights,
right?
40 Nights.
He was in Pearl Harbor.
Wicker Park. Hey, The Wicker Man. Oh, that's a good one as well.
Yeah.
What about this movie? That won an Oscar. Zero Dark 30.
Oh,
Yeah.
Zero Dark 30.
Yeah,
The one
that-
with
That was pretty good.
Leonard.
That was pretty intense actually.
yeah.
That was one of the I learned a lot of new things what they actually do in
Mm.
terms of torturing the inmates.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the best.
A dark man. Very dark.
Rano is a dark
Very dark. Like torture people. Okay.
No, one of the best, most tensed moment of Fury was when the three tanks against one German tank.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh man,
Fine.
that was good.
That was crazy.
I haven't felt that much tension in me for a long time in the cinema.
Felt like I was playing Medal of Honor. You know.
Yeah.
For a minute there.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah.
like I wanted to help them control the tank and move left. Come on, go.
Go 2 degrees off. Okay.
But I think this movie, well, one great thing about this movie is like we always seen like movies in terms of using on flights, on submarines, on ships, but not so much in tanks.
Yeah, that's why.
And now I get to, it's like an educational war movie where it tells you how actually the system works inside a tank,
yeah.
how they actually shoot projectiles, how they use their ammo, how they reload, and what's actually inside, like what are the things that they only put inside a tank.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty unique.
A piece of fallen off flesh.
Pinups.
Okay, so right now we will summarize everything, and I'll start first.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the David Ayers creating tension, a lot of tension in the movie, and also the performances by all the main cast. I thought even the smaller players in this movie, they were all fantastic. There's not a single actor is a weak link. So I really enjoyed it, but there were also things that, some parts were a bit slow, some parts were a bit fast, like what you said, too simple plot, and also predictability.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give this movie 8.5 out of 10. Rano.
Okay. Mine, it's a good, well, like I said before, I came to this movie without any expectations, didn't watch the trailer, all I knew was just Brad Pitt, and then when I found out Fury is actually the name of the tank, yeah, predictability was the biggest factor here for me, but then you get all the actors perform well, especially all the, because we always thought that Brad Pitt is the main star in this movie. I mean, he is the main star, but other characters also played a major role here.
Yeah.
So it was kind of divided attention. So it's not just focusing on Brad Pitt.
So?
I love the direction. I give this a 7.5.
Alright. So.
Well, to see Michael Pena coming up now as well as Logan Lerman. Brad Pitt, of course, he was up there. And of course, John. It was a bit annoying, but okay. Yeah, it was a bit annoying. I felt like punching at myself. I don't know.
Who's playing this kind of character?
I know, right? Such a fool. Okay, no, I mean, like I said, character development was good. Making us feel what it felt like to be in that era. Really capturing the moments and everything. That was really good as well. Ending. But no, to me that's quite disappointing because you're getting there, then after that,
Anticlimax.
Yeah, anticlimax.
Ask Zul what comparison he did when he
Not fit for the show. Not fit for the show. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway,
score.
initially it was supposed to be an 8, but because of the ending, gotta cut it down to a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that will do it for us for our first episode of The Real Show. And be sure to catch us again. We are going to be recording our second episode straight away after this, hopefully. And we're going to do movie news of the week. So I want to thank my co-host, Zul, and also Rano. Rano, where can people find you online?
If I can catch me on my Twitter handle at Rano Adidas, or you can visit my blog at rano360.com. And of course, you can listen to my podcast on the Popcorn Panel on soundcloud.com.
And Zul, where can the good people find you online?
Oh damn. Well, if you follow the Real Show on IG, you'll see my IG handle there. XULRAXAK.
I don't know how you spell it. Why are you asking?
I forgot already. Don't worry, just look up on the IG page. You'll see my handle there somewhere.
And I can be found at Delgo at all the various social media network. So thanks for watching. That's it for us. Until next episode. Bye bye.